Welcome to our virtual classroom. Join me for some fun learning. Welcome to Legacy Lineage Online Learning. It's Miss Nicole here for story time. This week we have been doing multicultural children's books because Multicultural Children's Book Day is on January 31st at the end of this month. So there are several stories that you can listen to that are about different people from different cultures. We already read about Jerome, and he was the word collector. Remember, he collected some cool words and we clapped and did some syllable clapping. And today we're going to be reading Fry Bread. And Fry Bread is a story of Native Americans, okay? So let's read about Fry Bread. Oh, I almost forgot. I have brought along the Storytime music instrument box and have been singing the Storytime song actually with an instrument. So I'm going to use the pom-pom today. It's not really an instrument, but if you hear it, it makes a little sound. Here we go. I am reading, look at me, time to put the toys away and listen to what I say. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. All right, fry bread. Fry bread is food: flour, salt, water, cornmeal, baking powder, perhaps milk, maybe sugar, all mixed together in a big bowl. And do you ever cook with your family? How does it make you feel? They all look so happy and excited to be making fry bread. Fry bread is shape. Hands mold the dough, flat like a pancake, round like a ball, or puffy like Nana's softest pillow. Fry bread is sound. The skillet clangs on the stove. The fire blazes from below. Drop the dough into the skillet. The bubble sizzles and pops. And it looks like they are listening and using different senses, their 5 senses. Like this little boy right here looks like he is hearing the sound. She looks like she's using her hands to feel the fried bread, and she looks like she's using her nose to smell the aromatic smell of the fried bread. Aromatic was one of Jerome's words, and we said that is the smell when something is cooking. It says fry bread is color: golden brown, tan or yellow, deep like coffee, sienna or earth, light like snowing cream, warm like rays of sun. Fry bread is flavor. See beans or soup, smell tacos, cheese, and vegetables, delight in honey and jam. Rise to discover what brings us together. And it looks like they have a little fry bread bar. So they have all different toppings that they could put on it. You could have something sweet like honey or jam, or eat it like kind of a vegetable taco with tomatoes and lettuce and corn. So yummy. Fry bread is time. On weekdays and holidays, supper or dinner, powwows and festivals, moments together with family and friends. There they are all together, all around the fry bread. eating with family is an important time. Fry bread is art, sculpture, landscapes, portraits, our daily craft, shared from teacher to student, a cycle of heritage and fortune. Fry bread is history, the long walk, the stolen land, strangers in our own world. With unknown food, we made new recipes from what we had. So some people's culture, their history is not that great, but they tell the stories of how they survived and how things got better. Fry bread is place, Alaska, Kansas, all the way to Maine, down to Delaware, on to Georgia, over to Oklahoma, Colorado, and California. Cities and lands we call home. So they're really saying here that Native Americans live in all the different states that I just named. And if Native Americans are living there, probably there's some fry bread being made. What kind of bread does your family eat? Do you have a certain kind of bread for your culture? We read a story called, oh gosh, it's on story time. I'll have to get the name of it for you, but it was about a little boy. It was around Thanksgiving time, so if you go back and you look, he was making his type of bread, and he was Indian, and his bread was flat. Fry bread is nation. Oh, there are lots of nations here that I can't say the name of, but I see Apache, I see Sioux, and I see Sac and Fox. Hundreds and hundreds of tribes. So I'm going to bring the illustration close so you can see all the different tribes of Native Americans. Arapaho, I do recognize Arapaho too. So I was able to say Apache. This is Arapaho, Sioux, all types of Indian name, Sac and Fox. So you see they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 tribes. It says more than that though, hundreds and hundreds. Fry bread is everything. Round, flat, large, small, north, south, east, west, brown, yellow, black, white, familiar and foreign, old and new, we come together. Fry bread is us. We are still here, elder and young, friend and neighbor. An elder means the older people in your family or community. They are the elders, the elders. We strengthen each other to learn, change, and survive. Fry bread is you. And here at the end, there is a recipe for fry bread. And so, as I was saying, different cultures eat different breads. Maybe what you can do with a loved one is, since I wasn't able to remember the name, either you can go back and look at the story time. The name of the story is What Should I Make? And it's about an Indian little boy who makes dough and he ends up making his Indian flatbread. You can also ask a loved one to maybe Google and find out what type of bread do Jewish people eat. I'm going to say that African Americans like cornbread, but I also like to eat garlic bread with when I have like spaghetti or a lasagna or have an Italian dish. I like to eat garlic bread, and I also like to eat tortillas when I am making tacos or when I am making burritos. I'll use some type of tortilla shell or a crunchy hard shell for tacos. So I like this story because at the end it gives you a recipe if your family wants to try fry bread. And if not, maybe you can just make some dough and play with the dough. You can make it smell like anything you like if you put a little cinnamon in it. Sometimes I pour a little Kool-Aid in the dough and then it smells sweet like strawberry. And I love this because the author also tells us so much more about Native American culture. Oh wow, so much more about the history of the bread and the art. And there they are at the end. And you can also Google and find out the name of those other tribes that I couldn't pronounce. I'm so sorry. But I did get a couple. Arapaho, Apache. Let's see if I can find that page again. Arapaho, Apache. I think I said Sac and Fox. Let's see if I can find that page that had all the names of. Okay. Let's see. No. Sioux and Shoshone. Anyways, that's what Google's for. If you can't pronounce something, it'll do it for you. Thank you for joining me for Fry Bread as we are learning and enjoying stories that highlight multicultural children's books. Thank you for joining me. See you next time. And remember, you are the you in unique.